everybody, Crafting Journey here, that Journey Chick on Instagram. Welcome to another episode of Crafting and Crime Daily. Yes, the show where you can sit and craft and listen to what I have to say about the latest trials coming up. Yes, but more importantly, today is Friday. We're going to do the Friday dance. Twerk. Can we twerk? Come on. Okay. That's all you get. Oh God, I'm crazy. Yes. So please do not forget on your way in or out of the show today to hit the like button. His bruises are fading. He needs new ones. Hit him. And don't forget to consider subscribing and ring the notification bell so you don't miss a single episode. Yesterday I did a short because so excited. Diamond Art Club got back into stock the Notre Dame Knights painting. This one right here. Yeah, 98 by 70. And that is back in stock. The event is not until February 20th. If you're a fast diamond painter, not like me, but if that's all you do, and it is reasonable to think that you could get that done before the end of the event, or you could save it for the next event, which is Ticket to Ride Russia. Same artist, so you could do that. It doesn't matter. A lot of people are doing the Russia painting now because that was available and Notre Dame Knights wasn't, so you could just turn it around. So next time you do Notre Dame Knights during the Russia event, it don't matter what's your destination. Choose a destination and come on the Ticket to Ride with us. Cheryl and I have been having so much fun. Last night she was live in the Facebook. I think it saves, so you can go back and rewatch it. But we had Pam Wilson and Steve Wilson from Wilson 3D Designs. She gave away 5 different things out of her shop. Oh my God, so generous. And I think we find Facebook is very difficult to do giveaways, and we have this whole event has been a learning experience for Cheryl and I with Facebook. So we finally figured out a great way to do it. So what we did was we put up a post ahead of time so that everybody could enter their number. And then, so there was already numbers there. Some people we had to direct over there to put their numbers in. That didn't take long. And then Pam just came out with a number. We went over to see who had that number, and bing, bang, boom, giveaway done. So it's just that Facebook does not allow you to scroll backwards in the chat too far. You can get to a certain point and then it just stops. So in the YouTube chat, when we have a giveaway where you pick 1 through 100, closest without going over, blah blah blah, I could scroll my moderators can scroll all the way back to the start of the show and figure out who won. But that's not the same on Facebook. And Cheryl's done a magnificent job navigating this over the last few weeks, but I think between the two of us, we've got it down. Yes, I moderate for her, she moderates for me. Live this weekend will be sponsor number 5, Tina Burney from DP with Sparklers. Oh my God, I have not caught up with her since I went to the retreat. We sat near each other at the retreat, and I love that woman. Her family, a beautiful family, beautiful person. If you want to meet her, come see what she has in her shop. Each week we feature a sponsor. Next week is her week, and she's got lots of bling, 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 bling. Okay, I got something in the mail yesterday. Thank you so much, and I owe you $5. Renee Lee from Tupelo, Mississippi. Now don't stalk her, okay? I'm not going to tell you where in Tupelo she is. I don't know if that's a big town or not, but don't be stalking Renee. Oh, that coffee's good. I got my little Craftably mug. That was from the last retreat too. Look what she sent me. Bless her little heart. a Diamond Art Club toolkit. I wanted one of those toolkits out of the special boxes. I didn't order any of those paintings because they were ugly. So I said, I want one of those. I really want one of those toolkits. I'll show you why. We're going to open it up. It's paper. It's not, usually they have that opaque kind of plastic, but this one's paper. So I had to rip it. Interesting, right? Yeah. But I understand it's got lots of goodies, not the least of which is ombre sharp tweezers. Oh my God, can you guys see those? They fade from pink to white. Oh, these just became my new favorite tweezers. They are branded. It says Diamond Art Club. That's why I wanted the toolkit. I don't care about the rest. But, oh my God, washi tape, guys. Oh, these little green trees. So pretty. Okay. Let's take a sparkly tray. Oh my gosh. All right, baggies. Still got more in there. Oh, wow. Is that not clever? Wow, okay. So the sparkly tray's got little gold flecks in it, and it also has a little stopper with it. Oh, Diamond Art Club is getting fancy. Now, why don't they put this with all their paintings? We're paying a premium price. We would love to have this, but oh my word, thin placers, a thin 4-placer and a thin 7-placer. These, I love these things all day long, these thin placers. A pen with, you know, a squishy. Nothing to write home about there. But look at this. It's a little heart. Yeah, I dropped it. Little heart. And inside is their heart wax. Oh my God. How clever. Store your little heart wax there. And a Coverminder, and it is a little, I don't know if you guys can see that. It's a little sheep. I will take a picture and put that there so you can see it. Oh my God. That is adorbs, adorbs, adorbs. I'm going to put it over here. Now let's put it on the plastic somewhere here. Come on, come on. There we, oh my gosh, that is so cute. You know what? It just came off. Not glued down very well. Okay, well, so much for that. That's too bad. Oh, it broke already. Okay, well, I got a couple of good magnets here. All right, we can re-glue that. All right, nice, nice, nice toolkit. I will say, nice toolkit. I'm impressed. Diamond Art Club. Put these with the regular paintings, okay? We're paying a premium price, like I said. I want premium. Now, I understand that that is their plan, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. That at a couple of bucks. Well, it's depending. If you go to Starbucks, $5, we'll get you a cup of coffee. Loving the tweezers. Oh my God. Loving the tweezers. Okay. I'm piling stuff on the desk. Pretty soon I'm going to need to clean the desk off. Sooner rather than later, yeah. So today is, I'm going to crochet today while I talk at you. I'm in the second skein of my poncho. Let me show you where I'm at. Here we go. We're expecting, you guys on the East Coast are getting it like any second now, a big nor'easter, but we're expecting a snowstorm here next week. So I still have a week to go. Look, look. Oh my God, are these colors not fantastic? This, the color of this, it's a Caron cake, just a regular one, Caron cake. And the color is, I've read it out before, what is it? Where is it? It's something cute. A rhubarb cream, loving it. So we're gonna work on that for a little while. I didn't diamond paint yesterday because when I came home, my back was killing me. So I knew exactly what the problem was. The chair is too high for the desk. So remember I said the desk raises up. In fact, I think I've got one side higher than the other. I need a level. But I was able to figure out how to raise the desk up a couple inches. Maybe an inch, inch and a half. So I think that's going to make a big difference. Hi, baby. Hello. You never visit me on camera. Hello. Hi, what's going on? Let's get our journal out. Somebody's been in the drawer. So last night, I get woken up in the middle of the night. Usually Stitch wakes me up about 3 o'clock in the morning because he wants to eat. And Pearl woke me up and I'm like, where's Stitch? So I fed her. I'm like, I don't know where Stitch is. And we have a pen missing. That's okay. I didn't know where Stitch was. So I'm like, Stitch. So I fed her and I'm looking all over the house. I look outside. I can hear him meowing, like meowing, get me out of here, wherever he was. I just didn't know where. And lo and behold, I remembered that before I went to bed last night, because I went into this laundry room here to get a pair of pants out of the dryer. So he has this habit of when I'm home, he follows me everywhere, absolutely everywhere. I don't even know he's there all the time. So apparently I did not know. He followed me in there. He was in here. But not only was he in here, if you get in here, there's some shelves that go up into the a crawl space. There's a crawl space that goes into this roof up here. So he had, I guess, been in this roof all night and he didn't know how to get down. And so I had to get my step ladder out and go up and get him. Poor thing. Okay, garbage man's here. Garbage man is here. So yesterday I did have my psychiatric appointment and it went well, but we figured out I need to go get my thyroid checked. You know, my thyroid levels could totally be off, which could be having an effect on my emotions. I have a very bad thyroid. I take a ton of Synthroid, brand name Synthroid. So he said, you know, before we mess around with the medications, because I hate doing that, make your appointment, get your, you know, even if you can't get an appointment, just say, hey, can you send an order over for this lab work to get the thyroid test done? And I said, you know, that's a great idea, so let me do that. But he agreed with me wholeheartedly that I should not be, I just want to make sure the microphone's on, that I should not be working anywhere else in that hospital than what I am doing, because my anxiety just goes, you know, I have PTSD from it. And it'd be better if I didn't work in a hospital at all. And maybe I'll look for a job outside the hospital. I could be a garbage man or a like button on one of your channels. What do you think about that? I would be a great like button. I'd always be on. Okay. Today is have fun at work today. Have fun at work day. And we have something sad to talk about this day in history. Oh, God, I'm so glad it's Friday. Yeah, I'm going to put a big heart here. Woo, Friday. Friday. Yeah. I got to go grocery shopping this weekend. Yes, I do. Waiting for the loudness to, I have a bunch of the boxes out there from the desk and the chair. I hope he took them. Let's take a look. Okay, he took the boxes. Yay! No more boxes, because I didn't want them sitting around my yard all weekend. All right, yarn needle, where'd you go? Crochet needle. I just love these colors. I gotta tell you. So there's lots of ways you can have fun at work today. Lots of ideas. Let's find them. So unfortunately at my job, there's always someone working from home. You know, I have certain days a week I work at home. Other people have certain days they work at home. Some people are working in other places, but the majority of people right now are home either because they have COVID or someone in their family has COVID or they've been exposed to COVID. So we have a daycare center at work for the nurses and stuff. And their policy, if their policy is, if any of the children have been exposed to someone with COVID, they cannot come back to the daycare for 10 days. Do you know how difficult that makes it for the parents? We have one lady that cannot come back to work until February 14th. She's got COVID. Her kid's been obviously exposed to COVID because she's got it. And yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah. So she's working from home. I assume once she's up to it after she recovers from the COVID. Pearl, what you doing? Pearl. So there are, my point is there's not a lot of people to have fun with except my boss. Yeah. So it's host a boss look-alike day. How funny would that be? I don't know. My boss is just pretty, you know, nothing like nothing you'd want to imitate. I mean, she's just an ordinary Joe. You could organize a chili cook-off. They've done that at my job, like hospital-wide. They've had a chili cook-off before COVID. Too, like they haven't had one in 2 years, but that would be fun. Each department came with a flavor of chili, and you got tickets, and you could vote on your favorites. You go around, taste all the chili, and vote on your favorite. I always vote for like the white chicken chili. Oh, it's so good. I've never learned how to make it, but oh, delicious. Go to the office, go office to office, singing random songs. We are family. I got all my sisters and me. Oh, wouldn't that be annoying? I'm going to do that today. I'm going to go from cubicle to cubicle, singing random songs. Yep. What should I sing? I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I adore you. Yeah, that would be so annoying. I would get so fired for that. I can see my boss. That is not our culture. Okay, it's my culture. And my psychiatrist agreed with me with what I did. And he said, good for you. You made a change. You did have an effect on people. Because sometimes I worry, you know, do I influence anybody? Does anybody really care that I'm even here? And he said, look what you did for those people. You know, and I'm like, you're right. He's right. I mean, after I made that big stink at that lab, they changed their procedures. You know, when I went in the next time, they had a huge filter there. They had, you know, the chairs were socially distanced. They only had a certain amount of people in that hallway. Everybody else had to wait outside, which proved my point. I was right, and I would do it again. You guys know that. Okay, create a healthy potluck with a variety of fruits and veggies. No, chocolate cake. Yeah, I am over fruits and veggies. Although yesterday I had a yogurt with blueberries in it, and it was delicious. A yogurt parfait with blueberries. Set up a cornhole game. Now, that would go over really well now, wouldn't it? My boss would come in and go, what the hell is that? It's a cornhole game. It's Friday. We're playing cornhole. Oh, gosh. So, if you're in a place that lends itself to any of these kind of activities, go for it. Today's the day. Might be a little late to organize it for today, but organize it for next week. You know, why not? Say, hey, next Friday, let's have a chili cook-off because it's going to be freaking cold next week. That's a great idea. When I go grocery shopping this weekend, I'm going to get the ingredients for chili. Ooh, yeah. Just regular chili. Kidney beans, you know. I like to put light and dark beans in it. Hamburger meat. I'm sure my sister will want to make it. Yeah. So, ow, I keep getting shocked by everything. I think because there's so much electricity in this room, it's shocking me. Crafting and crime daily. What you came here for? Yes, we're going to talk about that. Yesterday, Law and Crime, the network, was covering. What's going on? Hi, buddy. Come here. Come here. Say hi to everybody. Say hi, everybody. I was up in the roof last night. You want to go up here? Yeah. They were covering a sentencing. So I wanted to tune into this sentencing because it's this crazy lady. I didn't cover her trial, but I don't know why she's in the wheelchair. I have no idea. It was a murder, between, which is, no. Oh, now I know what's going, no, 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 no. We're not fighting over the yarn. Stop. Get down. No, no, no. No, stop. No. Give me that yarn. Go away. Here, play with the tape. Here. Yes, thank you. Oh my God, sorry. No, he's coming back. He's coming back for more. Oh no. He's like, well, that was a fun game. I want to do that again. No, Stitch, please stop. He's like, what can I get into up here? What can I get into? No, we're not playing with the yarn. Get down. Jeez. So this hearing was between this woman who worked in this hair salon, and the victim was also worked in this hair salon. Well, this victim disappeared, and they never found her body, but they found this woman in possession of her vehicle. Now, I didn't watch the trial. I don't know what all the evidence showed. But anyway, she was convicted of murdering this woman. It was a no-body murder, which those are always interesting. I could go back and try to find it and cover it for you. But anyway, yesterday was her sentencing. And I was listening in the chat, and the chat says, just watch, she's crazy as a loon. They'll bring her in a wheelchair. She'll be screaming this one phrase, about so-and-so being somebody's cousin, and like over and over and over again till they have to throw her out. So the judge is like, okay, bring her in. And here she comes in her wheelchair, and she's screaming, blah, 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 somebody so-and-so's cousins, blah, over and over again, shouting it at the top of her lungs. And then the guards stand behind her for a second, and then the judge is finally like, get her out of there. And they have to, legally he has to do that. He has to give her an opportunity to observe the proceedings. That was her opportunity without disrupting the proceedings. So they put her in a cell somewhere, and you can hear her screaming this phrase as she's leaving the room, going down the hallway, and the judge is just waiting very patiently. And you could see like his patience was wearing thin. But they put her in a room that has a video so she can watch it. And she has been examined to see if she was insane 4 or 5 times. The first time she was examined, they said, yes, she's insane. And they put her into, she's in Florida. This is in Florida. They put her in Chattahoochee, which is a mental facility for people waiting to regain their sanity. Well, maybe she did. At a later point, they had her examined again, and they said, yes, she's fit to stand trial. And every time they would bring her into courtroom during the trial, she would say the same thing. So-and-so is somebody's cousin, blah, blah, blah. Over and over again to where they had to throw her out. So anyway, my point being, I got to go into the chat, and I got to speak to the Law and Crime moderator. And everybody was curious, like, what happened to the trial last week? You were covering the Theodore Edgecombe trial, and Monday came around and you guys were gone. And she's like, well, the judge ordered us not to show any, like, ordered us to take down our feed. that we could not show our feed on social media. Now, I don't know if that order was specific to Law and Crime, but the moderator did say that anybody that was showing that feed was doing so against the judge's order. You remember how cranky this judge was. So I'm curious if these small YouTubers that somehow had the feed or got a hold of the feed were doing it legally, or if they were doing it against the judge's order. Because that judge, as you recall, thought Facebook was, the end of society. He just does not like social media. But I was assured that they would be covering other trials. So the next couple of trials, the next two trials are both they're both in jury selection starting today. And they are going to be really interesting. Again, I'll be covering two trials at the same time, but they're both so interesting. I got my little gnome book here. So let me tell you about, the first one is Brett Hankinson. He is charged with wanton endangerment in the case of Breonna Taylor. This is the officer that shot his weapon into the wall. It went through a wall and hit her in her bedroom and killed her. So the jury selection on that starts today. So depending on how long it takes to pick a jury, this is, they're going to run into that whole BLM, Black Lives Matters movement, and it's going to be interesting picking this jury. They did have, So then the other case is the case of Travis Ranking, in what is called the Waffle House murders. Let me just see where this happened at, because I wasn't quite sure. In Nashville, in April of 2018, a mass shooting occurred at a Waffle House restaurant in Antioch neighborhood of Nashville, Tennessee. 4 victims were killed and 2 suffered gunshot wounds. 2 others were injured by broken glass. That is going to be an interesting case, because supposedly the defendant walked into this Waffle House wearing naked with a coat on and a gun. Wearing nothing but a coat and a gun. Naked, and shut up this Waffle House. The reason it took this case so long to get to trial is because, once again, they were trying to ascertain whether this defendant could assist in his own defense. Was he legally sane enough to assist in his own defense? Or was he, I believe that he will declare insanity as a defense. At this point, they say now he's fine. But at the time of the crime, there's 2 different things you can do in a trial. You can be declared not fit to stand trial, which means you cannot assist in your own defense. You can't assist the counsel with the defense of your case. So then they put you into a mental hospital until such time as you can assist with your defense of your case. The other thing, if they find that you can assist with the defense of your case, you can still declare insanity, which means at the time the crime was committed, you were suffering from a mental disease or defect. So this guy is going to try to say that at the time of the murders in the Waffle House, he was suffering from a mental disease or defect. Also in this case, very interesting, there is a black man expected to testify who was like the hero of this whole thing. He went up and actually grabbed the guy's gun, burned his hand, got the gun away from him, and prevented him from killing even more people. Honey, you got to get down. Thank you, sweetheart. So these are the 2 trials that are in jury selection that I will be bringing you starting next week. Hopefully jury selection will not take forever and a day. If it does, I'll bring you a true crime story in the meantime. Yeah. So let's talk about this day in history. So this day in history, the Space Shuttle Challenger, and you guys might remember, this was the one carrying Krista McAuliffe, the teacher, into space. She had trained to be an astronaut. She was going to do lessons up in space. And they had had lots of delays the prior week, either from the weather, technical difficulties, whatever. So this day comes. Now, this happened in 1986. So my son was 6 years old. My daughter was 3 or 4, probably 3 years old. So I don't know if they comprehended. I doubt it. So they were too young to know what was going on. So this thing takes off from the launch pad, and after a minute or so, it explodes, and there were no survivors. Now, interestingly enough, I was watching This Is Us, which is a fantastic television show. My sister and I are watching. I have finally caught up to the current season, so we were watching episode number 1 last night. And of course, episode number 1 was, there's a lot of different themes to it, because I don't know if you've ever seen this show. They cover stories in the past, in the future, in the present. It's just mixing of different storylines, and they try to blend it all. But it was kind of centered around this space shuttle Challenger going up into space. And at the time that the Challenger exploded, supposedly the main characters of this show were very young. The 3 main characters were very young, and they were in school. I'm going to guess first, second grade-ish. And the teacher, they wheel it, here comes the AV cart with the television. They wheel in the television, and the teacher gets the channel on, and there's the shuttle, and they're all watching it from their desk, and the thing explodes. And the teacher's staring at the TV. And the kids don't know what they have no idea what they're seeing. And she's like, something's wrong with the TV, and she turns it off. So I thought that was interesting, really interesting. And I remember it very well, but I don't remember it affecting my children. I just think they were too young at the time to comprehend what they were seeing. I know what I saw, and it was horrifying, absolutely gut-wrenching, horrifying, because everybody watched it happen, literally watched this thing explode, and you could hear the commentating going, kind of stops and pauses, and they're like trying to figure out what happened, and it was gut-wrenching, and didn't to see it on that show in that perspective, yeah, interesting. And those kids carried that through their lifetime, the effects of that, what they saw, the one little boy said, wasn't the teacher there? She was there, right? Yeah. And didn't she have children? Shouldn't we send them some macaroni and cheese? Oh my God. Who's going to feed them dinner, Mommy? Yeah, gut-wrenching. Anyway, that's this day in history. Luckily, that never repeated itself. They fixed the problem, and they had shuttles that went up after them very successfully. Thank God. Now, I've come to the end of this row. I think that's a good place to stop. My special tweezers just went on the floor. Anyway, that's the show for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I've got to get myself to work. You guys have a wonderful Friday. It's payday. Ooh, 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 ooh. I got to pay the rent. Did I not write that down? I didn't write that down. I got to pay the rent. What else? Still haven't paid the cable, but I will. As you can see, the internet's still on. The rent, cable, yeah, I think that's it. Yep. And Diamond Art Club, it's got some new releases tomorrow. One of them, oh my God. One is a kitty cat surrounded by knitting needles and yarn and afghans, and oh my God. It's got so much color in it. It's amazing, this picture. Of course, it's huge. Again, but I think I might purchase it. I don't know. I might have my finger on the button tomorrow. We'll see. Guys, have a wonderful day, and I will see you this weekend. Hopefully I'm going to do some gaming streaming tomorrow. We'll see. So make sure your notification is on in case I do go live with that. I'm thinking Ark Survival Evolved. If you guys have never seen it, you're going to want to check that out. Also, Sunday at 11 Central, come and meet Tina Burney, DP with Sparklers. Yep, might be a giveaway, might not. Who knows? Show up, find out. Love you all. Bye.